All right, it's Friday, November 10th, 9:50. I don't have a lot of time, so this is going to be really fast. Took a loss today, just a really bad trade using Pat strategy, second entry long. That really was just a terrible trade, honestly. So I'm 1-1 on second entry longs on YouTube, just having started trading Pat strategy again. Not looking too good on that one. No trades today on the Nlts strategy, 41-12 overall, 77%. Lost $274 on my PA accounts, and I can't even read this. What is that? 457. 457 on my evaluations. And let me just get right into this right away so I can end this video quickly. And I'm just frustrated for the day. So here we go. All right. So I started around 650 around here. Wasn't seeing any setups. And when we started moving down from here, I kind of found this opening range and considered that we should make it down to the bottom. I was looking right here for a OJ setup on my NLTS. The problem was that one of my rules was broken on it, so it was really just a subjective version of it. But what I liked about it was that I had this down channel, and I was expecting a new low from this. So, time will tell if I should start taking that based on the context, even though one of my rules is broken. Maybe that's a reason to take it, even though one of my rules is broken. So then, when I did find this bigger range and I saw that we were bouncing around the midline, we had this down channel, had a break, a new low, and we had this strong push up. And right around here, we had a first entry short, second entry short, which was also a first entry long, second entry long. I think I was just looking at it as a second entry long. I wanted to take it. This bar started going down. I lost kind of faith in it. And then it, right at the end of the bar, triggered the second entry long and closed. And I was feeling a little bit unsure about it. And then there was a higher low after that, which is also a second entry short off of this reset of the matching bottoms here, matching wicks. So first entry, second entry short, or higher low off the second entry long and failed second entry short. Really, these are the two trades I should have taken. I felt like I should have taken them. I just wasn't sure. And I sat there with my order ready and just watched it go without me. And that did something to my psyche today. Honestly, it just, knowing that those were two trades that I could have taken, I should have taken, I didn't take them. So I had this trend up, and I didn't have this larger one at the time. And we had a break, and all I could see was this trend up, one leg down, two legs down, and a decent signal bar above the EMA, even though at the time it looked like it was touching, but it was just slightly not touching. And, I entered it with just goggles on saying, well, I skipped these two and it worked. And I have a break and I'm expecting a new high and I don't want to miss another trade. So that's the thing that gets me. And it happens to me all the time. And I need to figure out a way to take these trades so that when I get to here, I don't have that feeling. And I think this is one of the struggles I've had for a long time in my trading. And this is just a perfect example of it, where I have the context right. I was even saying down here, if you watch my live recording session, I was saying down here, oh, if this starts moving up, it looks like we have a bullish imbalance and maybe we're not going to make it to the lows, and therefore could be looking for longs. And then I saw these set up after I said that, and just, like I said, just sat there, hesitated, watched it go without me, felt frustrated with myself, and took this trade, which to me it's just not a trade I should be taking, for multiple reasons. I didn't have this down channel at the time. If I did, I think that would have been enough to hopefully keep me out. And again, didn't have the bigger channel yet, so the midline wouldn't have meant anything to me. It was just simply at the EMA, trend break, expecting a new high, second entry long. And I should have known there probably would be a deeper correction phase off of that. But we already talked about it. My mental wasn't in the right place. And then here we had a first entry short, second entry short. I was considering as well, but just, I knew we were expecting a new high off of this still. It was in the right place. I had this trend channel at that time. So, or actually I had a narrower one from here that was starting. And so it still was confirmed on my, I had it like this. If you look at my live recording, I had something like this. So I had a channel there that made sense as well. And just, because of this resistance here where I drew these white lines, and this resistance here, it was just like 3 levels of resistance that made me just, again, hesitate. And, of course, after getting a loss and knowing I'm stopping early today, didn't want another loss. So just, these sorts of things, this and these two, I had great patience yesterday. But on days where I feel like there's trades where I internally know I should take it and I don't take it, I do this. It's like, it's happened to me so many times where I take a bad trade and then I'm just in a bad mood and just get down on myself and feel like, this isn't going to work for me. I'm never going to get to where I want to be because I keep just doing stupid things and having setbacks, and it's just all psychology. And I get frustrated with myself. So I guess the weekend couldn't come at a better time. Skip this trade as well, but I feel like this is a better trade to skip than these. And this should have been a no-brainer to skip, quite honestly. And this thing has just done nothing but work its way up. It hit all the measured moves as expecting, including it looks like it's approaching the measured move of the range. Anyway, I'm happy to have this weekend just get a little distance. It's really hard waking up early in the morning on the West Coast to be here for the open of the market. And I'm not a morning person as it is. So I just, it's like a lot of things working against me. And then the frustration of, my loss here is on Pat's strategy, which is not even the reason why I'm doing this YouTube channel. So now I'm taking a loss on a strategy that I didn't even intend to really trade anymore. And the only reason I'm trading it is because I thought that the channels would help me with my own strategy. And unfortunately, I didn't see any setups today that fit my rules for my strategy. I didn't see any yesterday. And that's frustrating too, because in all of my testing, I was seeing 3, 4, 5, up to 8 trades a day. In all my back testing, I'd say on average 3 to 4 trades a day. And so to have like days in a row where you're not seeing setups that you can take on the strategy and seeing Pat's setups. And I think that's part of it too. I'm just wavering back and forth. I skip these. Like part of me is thinking, well, I'm not here to take those trades. And so, I skip them and they work, and it just does something to me. It's like, you dummy, why aren't you taking those trades? So there you go. That's why sometimes I shouldn't be taking those trades. Luckily, just a small loss, 1.75 points. So just going to step away, take the weekend, and realize that one good trade on Monday, or whatever my next trade is, one trade, and I've got my money back. I'm right back to where I was before this stupid loss. So that's the saving grace. That's the hard thing about my NLTS strategy, is that they tend to be larger stops. And I'm trying to figure out a way if I can just make it be smaller stops and just accept more losses. But and then the other thing with the strategy too is it's really designed for bigger swings, and I'm only taking 8 ticks. So the fact that it does have the big stop when you do get the loss, it's 3 or 4 trades to make it up, which is kind of how I used to be with Pats until I switched to 8 ticks. So there's like all these trade-offs and positives and negatives about everything. And I'm just trying to find my way and figure out what the best way to trade is for me. But clearly, I'm not taking a lot of trades. So one trade, when you're only taking, this was my 4th trade of the week, I believe. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. This was my fourth trade of the week. So I'm 2 and 2 for the week. I'm slightly in the red on my accounts for the week. Not bad, but one trade puts them all in the green. But again, the week is over. So just a lot of things in my mind. I watch other traders on YouTube and whatnot, and they're just taking trades right and left. They're taking, they're able to just take crazy trades, or no rhyme or rhythm sometimes, or just on a feeling. They just enter trades on a feeling. They take what they want to take, and they seem to do really well. And I don't seem to be able to trade that way. Also, they're trading NQ. I'm trading ES, things like that. So just in a state of frustration right now. But I'm gonna try to stick with what I'm trying to do. I do think there is something with my NLTS strategy, and I need to focus on that and just use it according to my rules with drawing PATS channels. And then if I'm going to take PATS trades, I have to be willing to take a loss. Otherwise I just can't take them. I shouldn't even look for them or consider them at all. So I've got to find my way to figure out what I want to do there. Anyway, I got to go. I'm late already. Thanks for watching. Like the channel if you like the format and the content. Subscribe, and hopefully I'll find a way to get back on track here. More like my first 5 weeks. This is the end of my 8th week, and the last 3 weeks have been one really bad week and 2 weeks, of like small win and small loss. So of course, 1 week at a time is not what it's about. There should be no single day or single week. That's make or break. And so far, at least that part of my strategy is working well, where even though I had a really terrible week 2 weeks ago, I haven't blown up the accounts. Well, I guess I did blow up the accounts, but they gave them back to me on a rhythmic error. All right, go back and watch 2 weeks ago, week 6, if you're interested in seeing me blow up accounts that then these PAs came back. It's a long story. All right, I'm going to end there. Thanks for watching. Bye.